The New Orleans Saints got an upset win in Tampa Bay, and now they get to host the Carolina Panthers, who are coming off a bye here in Week 15. My name is Tyler, here with my brother Ryan. We're going to break down this NFC South matchup and provide our predictions at the end. So be sure to stay tuned, leave a comment, let us know who you think is going to win and why. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's see if we can make that possible by hitting that subscribe button, and you'll get notified when new videos come out. And Ryan, let's get into it here. The
Let's do it.
Saints went into Tampa, won in a monsoon, a mud bowl type of game, 24-20. Tyler Shough, 144 passing yards, 13 for 20, and one interception. But the stat, though, for me here, led them to the victory. 7 carries, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think the last rookie quarterback to have 2 touchdowns, if I saw this correctly on Twitter, and everything that's on Twitter or X for you young folks is correct. Last quarterback to do that for the Saints that was rookie was Archie Manning. So maybe Tyler Shough was a good pick. We'll have to wait and see. But he is playing well. I think that game fit exactly into what New Orleans was trying to do. Like, it eliminated a lot of the Tampa Bay's ability to throw the ball. But I say that, though, too. It's Baker was able to throw for 30 times. There's also several drops on there, and the Bucks are banged up. There's no excuses, though. There's no reason why Tampa Bay on paper should have lost the Saints. So props to the Saints for going in there. Their defense, they're 11th in yards allowed defensively, 6th in passing yards, 20th in rushing yards allowed defensively. And so, say what you want. I believe it's Dennis Allen. No, Brandon Staley. I'll confirm that
Yeah.
here in a second. But he is doing a good job with the Saints team that honestly not too many people gave any shot defensively. And I know they're 3-10. I mean, their season's pretty much done. They're chalking things up to 2026. But there are some unique pieces here that we'll break down in a second, but they're going to be going up against the Panthers, who they already beat actually about a month ago, 17-7 in Carolina. So this will be in the Superdome. Ryan, what does Carolina need to do coming off a bye, 4 games left, tied for the division lead? What do they have to do to come out with a victory here in New Orleans?
I think for me, they got to run the ball. You said it in your intro there. Like, the Saints have the 20th ranked rushing defense in terms of rushing yards allowed. I think if the Panthers can come in here, get the ball in Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle's hands, I think that those guys are going to be their best bets. To consistently move the ball, and then from there, I think you get Bryce Young involved in play action, hit Tet McMillan, Jalen Coker, Xavier Legette. You get some of those guys involved there as well. And I think that that's probably the Panthers' plan of attack here. The other thing, too, is disrupt Tyler Shough early. I felt like the Bucs last week, granted, it was an absolute slop fest in that game, and those that can really throw a wrench into game plans there. But I feel like Tyler Shough just got too comfortable in that game. Granted, they didn't really drop him back all that much. But in some key third down scenarios, I feel like the Bucs didn't really get pressure on him enough. And, I think Carolina needs to be aggressive in trying to go after Tyler Shough and put some pressure on him early in the game. And I think for that, like, Carolina, they're favored in this game, but this is a division game, and we were talking about it before. I have no idea what's going on in this AFC South division that your Falcons are in. I mean, I know that the Falcons and the Saints are eliminated, but I feel like all 4 of those teams are not consistent at all. And you could get any team on any given Sunday.
Well, to be fair to the Bucks, they are extremely banged up. To be fair to the Bucks when it comes to the consistency
That's fair.
aspect of it, the Saints, I think, are playing good ball right now for a team that is rebuilding. So all things considered, you got a rookie quarterback. I know rookie quarterback, though. I think he's still 25 or 26. Like, so
Yeah.
it's weird saying he's a rookie. Like, this is like when Brandon Whedon got drafted, he was about this age, and it was a big deal. And now it's like, oh, it's normal. Michael Penix coming out, he's 24 years old. This rookie, and everything. Well, I think Anthony Richardson, for example, is like, even when he's done with his rookie contract, he won't be the age as Tyler Shough or Michael
Yeah.
Penix is when he got drafted. Total side note. But
Yeah.
in general, though, but I think the Saints, I think this goes to show for how the Saints are playing, how it just takes time, takes progress as well, too, for Kellen Moore to get his system implemented. Really like what he's doing offensively. And really, you kind of go and look at the weapons. They really do just have, no offense to the other weapons, but Alvin Kamara's been hurt. It's possible he comes back for this game. But they really just have Chris Olave. Like, they have Devon Villay, and they have Mason Tipton and Dante Pettis. They only have 4 receivers on their starting a depth chart as right now, according to our lads. But, I mean, then you got other weapons like Juwan Johnson, Foster Moreau. but like not like those guys are like game breakers. Those are system guys. So it is still impressive kind of what they're able to do overall over these past couple of weeks with Tyler Shough being in there and just taking care of the ball. That's
Yeah.
one of the things too. You go and watch Spencer Rattler play when he was playing the first half of the year, and he had moments that looked good, but I think he averaged a turnover and a half a game
Yeah.
in every start that he had. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sage fans, but another thing though too with the NFC South though is I go look at this Carolina Panthers team, and they're coming off a win here of the Rams in Week 13 going into the bye. But I still have questions on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, the Panthers have made the strides that you're looking for and that you've asked for. Carolina, statistically, they're 18th overall in yards allowed, 17th in passing yards allowed, 17th in rushing yards allowed. Only 18 sacks on the season. But that being said, though, compared to last year's defense, way better. Like way better. They've improved their rushing yards allowed from last year by about 60 yards because I think they're averaging about 170 yards per game on the ground
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
year. So that's what we talked about. Just defensively, can they just get back to average, which I think they've done. I do have concerns offensively. I know Bryce Young, he had 15 for 20, 206 yards and 3 touchdowns, but I still feel like there's something missing from last year's passing game to now. And then they have Ted McMillan. I like what they've got with Jalen Coker. And then you got Xavier Legette in there as well too. You have the addition now of Rico Dowdle that's come on strong, but him and Chuba Hubbard are essentially splitting carries now, but both are pass threats out of the backfield. There's still something I feel like, and I think this is where it's on the quarterback, where not entirely sure if he has that X factor to take them farther. And I think that's one. This is going to be
Yeah.
a big game for them too, because last time these two teams played, Bryce Young did nothing. 124 yards, 17 for 25, and a pick at home against one of the worst teams in the league. And this was just Tyler Shuck's second start or something like that. And so, cause I think this Panthers defense can come in and cause some fits. Jason Horn should be back. Trayvon Morig should be back as well too from his 1 game suspension from his little romance situation with Johan Jennings. Just joking, obviously, but
Yeah.
I think this Panthers defense can cause Tyler Shough and this offense some troubles. But can the offense do anything against the Saints defense? Because when they played in the past, they have not. And he was not able to do anything with this. And this should be a thing. If you are the first overall pick for the Carolina Panthers, you should be able to go and like win this game, beat this defense here. And I like Dave
Yeah.
Canales in the system. Panthers fans, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this, but I think the system in place is really good. I like how he utilizes motion. I think they have the weapons around him to go and create space. But I don't know. There's still just more questions around Bryce Young and his performance.
And especially too, I think we should see a good performance from him. You're in a dome, you're in a perfect environment. There's not going to be any outside factors like not last week, but 2 weeks ago when they played the Rams, they were just playing in an absolute monsoon.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be that's not going to be a factor here. So I do think, end of his third year, you need to be seeing the signs that he's not just a like quarterback you can win with, but a guy that is going to actually win you games. And to
Yeah.
kind of get into predictions here, I am going to go with Carolina. I do just think they're the all-around better team in this matchup. I think New Orleans, as much as Carolina is still figuring things out, New Orleans is in year 1 of a rebuild, and I think Carolina should find a way to come out on top in this one.
I'm also going to go with Carolina here as well. I think now if Alvin Kamara is available, that might sway me enough to change my pick because in this game a couple weeks ago, Kamara had 22 carries for 83 yards, and then he also had 3 catches for 32 yards as well too. That might be that kind of safety blanket that Tyler Shough might need. And Chris Olave, he also went off in this game, 5 catches, 104 yards, and a touchdown. So I could see myself maybe changing this pick, but I'm going to go with Carolina though too. They're going to be well rested coming off of the bye as well too. So they have 2 weeks of game plan for this game because if you win this game, then you get 2 games out of 3 remaining with Tampa Bay for the division. So this is one you got to go and win. And Tampa Bay's playing Atlanta, so
Yeah.
that should be a win for Tampa Bay. But both teams are not playing well at all, as both Saints and Panthers fans have seen so far this year. But yeah, I'm going to go with Carolina on this one, winning a close one in the Superdome.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a fun one. Division matchups are always a good watch. So let's go ahead. Let's wrap up this video here. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. That is the best way to help out the channel. While you're down there, leave a comment on who you think is going to come out ahead. Will it be the Carolina Panthers? Will it be the New Orleans Saints? And other than that, we'll see you guys next time.